What's up, guys? This is Rise, and have you ever just met someone and felt some static electricity run through you? Maybe it's love at first sight. Maybe you met the one. Maybe you queued up against this triple electric team in the Go Battle League from Randerson, and you might be wondering, Rise, triple electric, Stunfisk, Charjabug, Galvantula, what does he do against a Swampert lead? What does he do against Golurk in the back? What does he do against Bastiodon in the back? Rise, there's so many weaknesses on this team. Randy, sometimes it's better not to ask these questions and just see how Randerson adapts, because we have a triple electric team in the Go Battle League today. And look at this. What does he do against Marowak in the back? He just summons it for his Unovan Stunfisk in the lead, apparently. And able to counter the Dugong with the Charjabug. I like the Charjabug swap here rather than the Galvantula, just because Galv is so glassy that a move from Dugong will really threaten that Galvantula versus Charjabug. As you see, can tank one on the chin pretty easy. Looks like he might, yeah, he's going to shield this up. And with access to Crunch, I definitely considered Crunch on my own Charjabug when I was running it. I think could have gotten the farm down there if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But he's going to just play it safe. Make sure he gets off that X-Scissor to get rid of the Dugong. And now going to chip the Marowak with this Crunch. Crunch coming in handy here. Does nearly half health to the Marowak. Can probably just tank a move here. You got to save that shield for the Galvantula in the back. Shadowbone connects. Greninja comes in. But this is fine because you might grab a shield here and you swap Galv. And these Volt Switches are going to really chunk Greninja, man. Gets a free Volt Switch here. Now, I think you want to immediately throw your Lunge to be safe. Yeah. Does allow the sneak, but now with a debuff, there's a chance Galvantula lives the Hydro Cannon. Oh, they actually let it go. They feel like their play is to go for farm. I would have liked to see a Lunge here personally, just because if you debuff the Marowak, I feel like there's just no way that they're going to be able to take you out. But now they get the full farm and things get a little sketchy. Shadowbone probably coming through. Does Marowak have two moves? It did not have two moves. And Ufisk going to pull it out. Randerson, also shout out to you for the submission. He said he's a fellow Wisconsinite from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And he also is testing out, he says the first time he's used two 4-turn fast move users, Charjabug and Galvantula both running Volt Switch. That's a 4-turn fast move. He said it's his first time running 4-turn fast move, so it was a little getting used to. So we might see a few misplays here and there, but that's what this game's about. I misplay all the time. I'm sure Javon in the chat said, Rise, I never misplay. I make the right play every single time. Well, some of us, that's great, but some of us, well, that was a pretty hard. That's funny. Reggie lead countered by the Unovan Stunfisk, and the Jellicent countered by the Galvantula. That person believes the algorithm's out to get them, without a doubt. Stinger BM is the next opponent. Fisk versus Medi. I like the immediate swap into Charjabug because you have two better answers. So you might as well swap. Going for the Crunch. So Crunch isn't going to be as efficient as X-Scissor. You know, X-Scissor may even do more damage. You guys can check me on that in the chat. I would assume it's pretty similar damage, but X-Scissor is less energy. Did get the Crunch debuff, though, so the Crunch worked out there. X-Scissor is going to knock out the Medicham. Wow. Charjabug putting in some work. Oh, my gosh. They don't have an answer. Dugong comes in, going for another Crunch. Grabs a shield. Does he get to another? He does. Wow. X's are coming through. Dugong does get a big farm down. So this energy will be a little bit of a nuisance to deal with. But only going to hit Galvantula for neutral damage. I mean, Galv can afford to take one. Yeah, I kind of like the no shield here. Icy Wind's going to connect. Galvantula withstands it. I don't love the Lunge decision here because this probably isn't going to be enough to KO. But actually it works out because you KO the next Volt Switch, so my stand corrected. Ooh! Swaps in here. Wanted to clear his debuff and going for the wrong move. Okay, so we're seeing some misplays here from Randerson, but that's all right. no matter what elo we're at, right? Everybody can learn from no matter what the elo is. And honestly, even the damage from the discharge plus Mud Bomb looks like it's going to be enough. So Venusaur does get there. Double Mud Bomb would have been enough to KO, but 1 Volt Switch will be enough to take out the Venusaur. And there you have it. From Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Like 2 weekends ago, I was out playing Community Day with some of my local friends. And I remember I had a sentence where I was like, you know, I think I'm going to go stop at the Quick Trip before the Packer game. And then I stopped for a second. Like, that was the most Wisconsin sentence ever. And then my friend was like, you could replace Packers with like any Midwest football team, and that would just be a Midwesterner sentence. But here we see a definite core breaker in Gligar. So Gligar beats this whole team, but Charjabug is at least like his most neutral response to it. So Charjabug is going to be getting off these crunches to hit Gligar for neutral. And all of a sudden, Gligar is super low and isn't quite as threatening. What's he going to come in with here? Comes with Ufisk. Does Gligar have enough for Dig? He doesn't think so. Justin Aerialize. Nice counting. In comes Medi. Got to store a move, swap Galv. And the fact that they're not swapping tells you they probably don't have a great answer to Galv in the back. Could it be like a Lantern maybe? Lunge coming through. Going to debuff this Medi. Grabs a shield. So yeah. They definitely want to keep Medi around. It looked like the opponent might have threw on incorrect timing there, giving up a free Volt Switch. Another lunge coming through on a charge move priority. I think the opponent might have settled for Ice Punch here. I could be wrong. Oh, and they let it go. And it is indeed the Lantern in the back. Now, this is terrific because you're going to debuff the last Pokemon. Anytime you can debuff the last Pokemon and they can't switch out, you're usually going to be in a tremendous position. Swaps into Ufisk. The Lantern's going to need double Surf to knock out this Ufisk. And the next Mud Bomb. Oh, I forgot Gligar was still there. My bad. There's already 3 comments saying, Rise, it wasn't the last Pokemon. He cleared his debuff. I beat you to the punch. You were about to click send the comment. I caught it before. Lantern does survive the Mud Bomb, gets to the Surf, but unless Lantern is within 1 spark of a Surf, it's not going to be able to get there in time before the Volt Switch KOs. And that is a G to the G. G to the G trainer. Next opponent, Stunfisk into Pelipper. This is terrible. This is terrible. But at least having Crunch, you're able to do some neutral damage here against the Steelix. So it's not quite as bad as if it was Discharge X-Scissor. Steelix is just going to go straight Breaking Swipe. It's just totally not threatened by this Charjabug. But this is where the team structure actually is kind of nice. Because once Steelix takes out your Charjabug, at least Stunfisk can manage here. You got to respect the Earthquake, right? Or do you call it? Oh, wow. They go for Crunch. See, if I'm Steelix, I'm just going straight Breaking Swipe. Well, I guess Crunch does more damage, so maybe Crunch does have some merit. Nice timing there. Throwing after 4 Mud Shots. Mud Bomb's going to knock out the Steelix. Oh my god, it was Pelipper, right? So we may see a Galvantula sweep here. He's got no response now that Steelix has gone to the Galvantula. So, Rise, what does he do against a Steelix in the back? You just saw. He learned it out with Charjabug, cleaned it up with Stunfisk, and now Galv is a menace against this back line. He's going to need to, like, catch a lunge on Pelipper maybe to have a chance. Oh my god, he's forced to swap in the Pelipper. You just shield. You can do 1 in lunge. Or can you just farm down in 2? Pelipper might have only been like 3 away, so I like this play of just lunging instantly. Gets the shield. Oh. Pelipper should have definitely got there. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure what happened there. I feel like Pelipper definitely should have got to the Weather Ball. Pup on the Medi, and a discharge should be enough here to knock out the Medicham. Medicham goes, ow. Little electric shock. You guys ever get shocked by somebody when they touch you and it's like, ah, you shocked me. Nice set there from Mr. Randerson. Reminds me of Curtis Granderson. Any baseball fans? I'm like a pretty casual baseball fan. I root for my Brewers, but I'm not like super knowledgeable about baseball by any means. Ufisk into Medi. By the way, that bat, that some of you guys, you might, Rise, you're not even a huge baseball fan. You got a bat. That bat is signed by Christian Yelich, former MVP with the Brewers. So pretty cool. That's kind of why I have the bat hanging up. Psychic lands on Charjabug. Going for the crunch. Loves going for these crunches to fish for debuffs. So once again, if you get the debuff, it's nice, but Exeter is the more efficient move to throw. I would think the damage is similar, but Exeter's a little bit cheaper. In a precarious situation, I think you kind of just got to hope that Galv can put in a ton of work in the back. Luckily, they don't power whip the Ufisk. That's pretty nice. Opponent probably assumed that Ufisk would shield, and now they power whip. So this is going to be Galvantula against the world. Remember, Mudbomb did get buffed in terms of damage this season, so Mudbomb does a little bit more now. Gets the Mud Shot down, looking to swap immediately into Galv. Oh, baby. Okay. So this, I would say, is normally favorable for Slash. However, in the 2-shield scenario, you can go straight lunge and suddenly, oh, man. Like, now, you just double shield farm down, in my opinion. You just double shield farm down. Yeah, you double shield farm down, and then you lunge the Medi instantly. If you can get off 2 lunges against this Medi, you're in a great spot. Don't remember how much energy this Medi has if it's close to a move. Lunge coming through, grabs the shield, gets off another lunge. And unless this Medi's going to get to like 2 moves. Remember, Ufisk has a move loaded, I believe. Oh, they take the lunge. Interesting. I guess they conceded. I mean, it wasn't completely over. If Medi could somehow shield, get to like Psychic on the Galv, and then Ice Punch on the Stunfisk, maybe it was still possible. But they probably just didn't have enough energy. Next opponent with a weird name. Another Medi lead. Mr. Medicham. Very common. Oh boy. Bryce. He immediately loses to a Bastiodon in the back. Well, let's see about that, Jason. Let's see. Let's see if he actually does. Going for another crunch here. Going to be able to debuff the Basti. And here's the thing. Mudshot on Ufisk here is really nice compared to Thundershock, because he's going to be able to completely Mudshot down here. Especially after this crunch. He'll have to take at least 1 flamethrower. Oh my god, he got a shield. Okay, so a bit of a misplay by the opponent. Really no reason to expend a shield there. Unless they're like planning on swapping out. They Stone Edge. I'm not sure why. Okay. So no, it does make sense. It does make sense. Because they swap out to preserve the Basti, because they read that, okay, he's probably double weak to this and wanted to lure it out. So they preserve the Basti. And now, even if Galv... Yeah, once Galv takes out this Lantern, Basti's still going to be there waiting for Galv. Galv doing Galv things. I don't believe Galv is going to reach a move here. It's still 2 volt switches away against the Basti. But Basti makes a mistake and waits the switch clock. Basti unnecessarily waits the switch clock. I see people make this mistake all the time. Maybe they learned it from content creators that say like to wait your switch clock. You don't always want to wait the switch clock. If you're getting like kind of RPS'd, you usually want to wait out the switch clock so you don't come in and then you're still locked in a bad matchup for a while. But if there's a situation where the opponent is locked and you want to come in while they're still locked in a positive matchup, you want to go in right away. You do not want to wait your switch timer. Write that down. Write that down. Swaps in here. Still has the shield. You have to shield, right? Shields the pup. Basti comes in, gets off the move. Wait, how healthy was that Fisk? Is there any way Fisk can double up here? Or no, is it too low? You gotta commit to it. Oh my gosh, it was so close. I really like that, though. I really like the commitment to the double up. I really like that because you can live with that. What you couldn't live with is like mud bombing early and then wondering, oh, maybe I would have got to the double. So I do really like that. Tough lead here, but has 2 answers in the back. Both Charjabug and Galv are pretty neutral. Oh, no. Opponent swaps Talonflame. They don't know that he doesn't have Discharge, though, so they probably shield this. Now, you can shield this, and for proper timing, you can throw after 1. You can throw Crunch after 1. And you know what? If he lives 1 more Incinerate, he gets to another move. Yeah, he gets to another move here. Oh my god, dude. Charjabug, even without Discharge, going to beat the Talonflame in the 1-0 situation. That is crazy. I think Talonflame might have been able to throw earlier. But Charjabug just going on an absolute tear. Look at this. The school bus is rocking. And now you've got the better alignment. You've got Fisk on the slash. Venusaur was the lead Pokemon. You just got to save a shield for your Galv. Because Galv cannot afford to take a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb would pretty much one-shot the Galvantula. Just a little bit too frail. Even a Frenzy Plant would do massive damage. So yeah, you just simply shield. Oh, they actually let you lunge first for whatever reason. And now you I think you still shield. But either kind of makes sense. Oh, they bait Frenzy, so nice call. They get to another, but you could just let this. Okay, I'm doing all the opposite decisions of Randerson. But either would have worked, yeah. The Fisk was still reasonably healthy, so it didn't really matter there, right? It didn't really matter. Gonna farm down with either or. Salus is the next opponent. Greninja lead. You probably want to get out into Charjabug. In comes Reggie, and no Discharge is a little bit unfortunate here, but Crunch does almost as much. And dude, Randerson is blessed with these debuffs. Randerson is a lucky man. Because now he's going to be able to 3-shot here easily. And honestly, he can just X-Scissor at this point after the Volt Switch damage. Yeah, this resisted X-Scissor should be enough. Does Reggie invest in a shield? It does. I think it's worth the shield, yeah. Because you get the farm down. If it's Greninja, it's going to have to throw energy right away. It's Medi. What if you hard swap Ufisk here? No. Staying in, that makes sense too. You see him going back and forth between the Crunch and the X-Scissor. Gets to another Crunch, gets the shield, and now does what I was thinking. Hard swaps the Ufisk to lure this out, and you're just going to sweep with Galv. Oh! Okay. No, he's on point. I was like, you don't want to get too greedy here. Just get rid of it and you win. But a very nice overfarm. Gets even more chip damage here. And now you can come in with Galv. Honestly, I would let the first one go if you're Galv, because I feel like the only lose con could be a pup bait and then a psychic. So I'll go in with Charjabug. I would actually let the first one go here, personally. Let's see what Randerson decides to do. Lets it go, and it is the Ice Punch. Nice call. And now there's no way Medi can get to another bait plus psychic. So a safe shield. And that is a G to the G. Triple electric, man. Triple electric. Yo, Randerson has improved 5 times from that second battle where we were discharging Venusaur to now. Randerson is a completely different battler within the framework of this video. Ufisk into Deoxys. The whole team is actually good against Deoxys. Lures out the Carbing. This is pretty rough. And this is where he's going to miss not having Discharge a little bit. Even with Discharge, though, this would still be a bad matchup. Not having it just makes it a little bit worse. Another Crunch here. And now what I'd like to see Randerson do is when Charjabug goes down to come in with the Unovan Stunfisk right away. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's waiting out his timer. because you want to just get rid of this Carbink while it's still here. Moonblast connects. Gonna overfarm here. This might be another Moonblast already. Yeah. Farms up to 1,000,000 energy. Gonna undercharge to not KO. And is gonna... Oh man, it might get to a Rock Slide though. Yeah, so maybe a little bit overzealous there on the undercharge. Carbink is so bulky, it's kind of tough to judge sometimes how much you're gonna do. This looks tough. You're down a shield unless it's something really weak to Galv in the back. I feel like this is a tough looking situation. Dex is going to throw a move here. Going to respect a Psycho Boost or a Rock Slide. It is the Psycho Boost. Good shield. DD is staying in. That's kind of odd. So whatever's in back might be weak to Galvantula. Lunge. Grabs a shield. And it's a Ledian. What? It's a Ledian? Going for the lunge bait. This is resisted damage, but does he get the shield? He does. He gets the shield. Ledian get... This isn't enough for Bug Buzz, is it? It's like Silver Wind? Aerial Ace, okay. But Galv lives! And remember, the Euphis still has some energy. Euphis still has already a move loaded. Can Euphis close the deal here? I don't think so. I feel like DD gets to Psycho Boost. But if you Psycho Boost... Nah, there's no way. I was getting kind of excited. Because Galv has no energy, yeah. GG. Ledian in the back made things interesting. But it looks like that is the video. A Metatite as the reward for Mr. Randerson. Thank you, dude, for the submission. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. All comments help out the YouTube algorithm. And all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.